the rich young ruler. He said, Master, what must I do to enter into life? That which is truly life. And the master answered him, go. Do what? Sell all that you have and come and follow me. That's exactly what he was telling him. The difference with his own instance, Jesus wanted him to do it instantly. I am counseling you that except God tells you to do that specifically, it doesn't mean you have to give away all you have and live. You know, the only other people Jesus told that were his disciples. So he was calling the man to be a disciple, to enter life. And it's still the way to enter life, by being a disciple, a follower. A follower. So what is it that would have held up that man from entering life? Jesus told him, your riches. It's why he now told this story. As the man left, he said, oh, it's easier for a camel to enter through the eye of a needle. Because that's how powerfully riches hold on to people. Riches hold. Jesus did not say you cannot serve God and Satan. He said you can't serve God and money. Don't run. Don't give up and run. Do you know this rich young ruler? I hope to believe he followed Jesus later on. Because if he did not, shortly thereafter, Jerusalem fell. They tore down the temple. What happened to his riches? They sold off the Jews as slaves. They scattered them all over the place. What happened to those his riches? For those of you that don't understand. Jesus was saving him the stress. I explained to you from Acts of the Apostles that because they had sold off their things in Acts chapter 4, by the time they persecuted them and they were running, they had nothing they had lost because they had sold off their houses and their fields already. They had sold off. A field represents your business. They had sold it off. So when Jesus was saying sell it off, I clarified that he wasn't saying throughout all generations a Christian cannot have anything. You should sell it all off and sell your house and live in a rental apartment. Don't be foolish. That's not what it means. It means when God tells you to sell off your things, direct, sell it off, sell it off. Don't think. Before the stock market crash in 2008, I was sitting in Lagos in a friend's house. As I was sitting in front of his computer, I can't remember, I saw a news item. And this, my friend, deals in stocks. And I remember looking and I just went, this thing will crash. This is the part I don't like about some of my prophetic insight. I said, all of this thing will crash. He said, very humble guy, lawyer. It crashed the next day. Many of you are too young to know anything. One or two people, apart from my friend, 2008 stock market crash. You read it about it now. Okay. You read it in 2008. Before I reach where you are. If you don't mind yourself. I know there is not a movie, there are movies about it. You didn't read it when it happened. 2-year-olds do not read things like that. What is wrong with it? 2008 to present is how many years? How many years? 2008 till now? 13 years. If I dash you 5 years on top of where you're standing. 5-year-olds do not read stuff. If you read it, then there will be a problem. You read it somewhere. Yes, it's still on the internet. Who else wants to raise their hand? Tell us about it.
So, many people lost lots of money. My colleague went from having maybe 100 million in stocks to about 12, 13 million.
Are you hearing that?
Okay.
All those stories I tell you, practicals now.
And you couldn't sell it. So it's not as if you could get the 10 or 12 million back. You couldn't. Nobody wanted it. It's like sand. You say, take my own. You say, no, me, self, I get sand. Take my own sand. Okay, so people, and part of what made it was the suicide you mentioned, is that people borrowed money to buy stocks. So, I borrowed money. Okay? So, let me use me, but I will code it a bit, okay?
Don't code it too much, sir.
So, let's say I had 1 million naira.
No, sir. No, don't say that. Before I came here to preach, God told me you say something. Say. I'm not joking. I wouldn't joke with that. When I was inside there, I heard you had something to say.
So let's even know.
I didn't know what it was.
So let's say somebody had 5 million naira. Okay? Now, depending where you work, okay, and the kind of business you do, because many people were buying stocks, banks were willing to give you money. So what used to happen if she had stock, if she wanted to come to the stock market, she'll go and meet those people that promote stocks. Then they will arrange with some bank. Brokers. And then the arrangers, there's those that take it to the market. The brokers buy and sell. So they will say, okay, you want to list there? This person is a banker. Go and meet her. Then they'll meet. Then they'll come and meet me and tell me, you can take loan to buy her stocks. So, as a mugu, I will take the loan. So I will take loan from her. Since I had 5 million, she will give me like 10. So you can see how I'm becoming a big man rapidly overnight. From 5 to 15 million for doing nothing. So I'll take 10 million from her to buy her stock. And meanwhile, she has valued her stock at a certain price, which is unreasonable. But I don't know that. Because when you read the literature, it tells you all the value inside. Lies. Okay? So that deception caught up with everybody. Most everybody. From little people on the ground to big companies like IBTC, UBA. Everybody bought the deception until it crashed. So when it crashed, now I'm owing her 10 million. Okay? Meanwhile, my 5 million I also put inside. So all of that 15 million will come to like 1.5 million or 1 million naira. She's charging me interest on the 10 million. The person I bought, she has switched off her phone.
Yeah.
So I cannot reach her because she herself has headaches. Okay? So that's what happened to many people. So they lost a lot of money. So money went from billions or trillions to near zero, less than 10% less than 10%. So That's how it was. So people committed suicides, people jumped out, people killed themselves, people went into hiding. As I speak to you, some people have not recovered.
2008, take note of it.
As I speak to you.
It's 2021.
Yeah, because if God doesn't have mercy on you and you don't learn, you will suffer a long time. And there's nothing He's going to do for you. You will just be suffering. Okay, so there are people who, in that window, who are earning 250,000 a month. When she now takes their repayments, okay, maybe they'll have like 10,000 naira to survive. And of course, they couldn't survive. So what happens? They'll develop blood issues, hypertension. Something will be doing in your body. Nobody can see it. Only you and the devil know what he's doing. Okay? And while that is going on, you'll have trouble at home.
Yeah.
Because where you used to pay school fees of 50,000 with swagger, now you're running because you can't afford it.
Yeah.
Okay? So all kinds of knock-on effects follow on from chasing money.
All right. Thank you so much. You had a live exam. That's 2008. I said it that day. It crashed the next day. And that, my friend, I remember him saying, pray for me. Because he used to trade for people. Life. I believe God showed him mercy, definitely.